Hello students, in today's practical we will calculate various protein parameters like absorbance, hydrophobic index, instability index, aliphatic index, extinction coefficient, then molecular weight, etc. of a protein. For this particular practical we will use one software called as ProTparam. So ProTparam computes various physiochemical properties that can be deduced from a protein sequence. So you will need a protein sequence for this one. No additional information is required about the protein under consideration. The protein can either be specified as a Swiss prot or TREMBL accession number or ID, or in form of a new raw sequence. But always remember, in this particular software they always ignore numbers, means if you put numbers they will not give you result. This slide will tell you how to use xbases ProTparam tool. For that you have to go to xbases ProTparam tool homepage. This xbases ProTparam tool is under SIB or Swiss Institute of Bioinformatics. Then you have two options. Either you can put Swiss prot or TREMBL accession number, that is translated EMBL accession number, or you can directly insert your raw sequence provided in the box which is marked in red color. But while putting the raw sequence, always remember that you should not put any special character or any number. If you put any special character or any number, the software will not give you result, as already described in the previous slide. So this Sein A mouse P53 core domain protein I have downloaded from NCBI in FASTA format, which will be used in this practical. Now you can see I have copied the downloaded sequence and I have pasted it in the empty box. But always remember, I have not copied any special character or numbers. I have only copied the amino acid sequence. Now next step will be submitting the sequence. So there is one option called as compute parameters. Now click on compute parameters. In the next slide you will see the result for this protein. Now in this slide you can see the results for the protein. The first property they will tell you is the number of amino acid present in the protein sequence. Here the total number of amino acid present in the protein sequence is 197. Then they will tell you molecular weight of the protein. Then they will tell you theoretical pI, that is isoelectric pH, which is 8.72. So in the next slide you will see more physiochemical properties of the protein provided. Here you can see atomic composition of the protein also, then formula for the protein, and then total number of atom present in the protein. Next you can see some of the other properties like extinction coefficient, which is defined as how much light a protein absorbs at a certain wavelength. It is useful to have an estimation of this coefficient for following a protein which a spectrophotometer when purifying it. Then you can see instability index, which provides an estimate of the stability of a protein in a test tube. Then you can see aliphatic index. The aliphatic index of a protein is defined as the relative volume occupied by aliphatic side chain It may be regarded as a positive factor for the increase of thermostability of globular proteins, which is very important. Then you can see one more property, that is gravity, grain average of hydropathy. The gravity value for a peptide or protein is calculated as the sum of hydropathy values of all the amino acids divided by the number of residues in the protein sequence. So in this slide you can see all those parameters for this particular protein. If you want to know more about this tool, just go through this link, and there is one documentation part. Open the documentation part, you will get all the information about the tool. Practice it. Thank you.